What if I told you the banana in your hand right now is worth less than it was yesterday? No, I didn't eat it. It's still here, but it's worth less. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why, and it's going to change the way you look at your own money forever. Hi. I'm a monkey. I like bananas. I like them a lot. And today, bananas are going to teach us one of the biggest secrets in the entire economy. It's called inflation. And trust me, once you see it through bananas, you will never forget it. So let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was an island. A small, simple island. On this island, there was only one monkey, me, and one currency, bananas. Well, that's it. Bananas were money. If you wanted a coconut, you paid with bananas. If you wanted a hut, you paid with bananas. Bananas were king. Now, on this island, there were exactly 100 bananas in circulation. Well, that's it. No more, no less. And guess what? With those 100 bananas, everyone could buy exactly what they needed. 10 bananas for a coconut. 20 bananas for a fishing net. Life was simple. Life was good. But then something happened. One day the Monkey King, yes, there's a king, every island needs drama, decided he wanted more bananas. Not because there were more banana trees. Not because anyone worked harder. He just wanted more. So he ordered his workers to just make more banana money. Paper bananas. I owe you bananas. Promise bananas. Suddenly, instead of 100 bananas floating around the island, there were 200. Now here's the question. If there are twice as many bananas, but still the same number of coconuts, same number of huts, same number of fishing nets, what happens exactly? The coconut seller looks at all these extra bananas floating around and thinks, wait a second. Everyone has more bananas now. I can charge more. So he doubles his price. 10 bananas for a coconut becomes 20. And just like that, my 10 bananas, that used to buy me a whole coconut, now buy me half a coconut. I didn't lose any bananas. I still have exactly the same amount I had yesterday. But somehow I got poorer overnight. That, my friend, is inflation. It's not that your money disappears. It's that your money buys less than it used to. Same bananas. Less power. Let's make it even simpler. Inflation is just this, too much money chasing the same amount of stuff. When there's more money floating around but the same number of coconuts, huts, and fishing nets, prices go up. Not because things got better. Just because money got weaker. Now you might be asking, why would the king even do that? Why print more banana money if it just makes everyone poorer? Great question. Governments, sorry monkey kings, print more money for all kinds of reasons. Sometimes there's a big project to build. Sometimes there's an emergency and everyone needs help fast. Sometimes there's debt to pay off. Printing new money feels like a quick fix. It feels free. Like magic. But it's not free. It never is. Because when you create new bananas out of nowhere, you're not creating new coconuts, new huts, or new fishing nets to match them. You're just spreading the same stuff across more money. Everyone's slice of the pie gets thinner, even though the pie didn't get bigger. Okay, so here's where it gets personal. Let's say I work all week gathering coconuts for the king, and he pays me 20 bananas. Last year, 20 bananas could buy me a big bag of groceries, rent a nice treehouse, maybe even treat myself to a mango on the weekend. But this year, prices went up. The treehouse rent went up. The grocery bag costs more bananas now. My paycheck still says 20 bananas, same number as before, but it buys noticeably less than it used to. My salary looks the same on paper, but it feels smaller. That's inflation quietly nibbling away at your income, even when your number never changes. And here's the part that really gets me. Let's say I'm smart. I don't spend all my bananas. I save some for later. I put 50 bananas in a jar under my tree, feeling responsible, feeling proud. 1 year later, I open that jar. The 50 bananas are still there. Exactly 50. Nothing stolen, nothing eaten. But because prices went up while my bananas just sat there doing nothing, those 50 bananas now buy a lot less than they did the day I saved them. My savings didn't shrink in number. They shrank in power. That's the sneaky thing about inflation. Cash that just sits still isn't actually standing still. It's quietly losing ground every single day, like a boat drifting backward while you think you're anchored. Now let's clear up a common mix-up. A lot of monkeys think inflation means things get more expensive because the seller is greedy. And sure, sometimes sellers do raise prices just because they can. But that's not really the root cause we're talking about here. The real engine behind inflation most of the time is simply this: more money chasing the same amount of goods. It's not that the coconut magically became more valuable. It's that the banana became less valuable. The coconut didn't change. The money did. Another mix-up: some monkeys think inflation is always bad, always a disaster, always the end of the world. But actually, a small, steady bit of inflation is totally normal in most economies. It's when inflation runs wild, fast, and uncontrolled that it becomes a real problem for ordinary monkeys like you and me. So what can we actually do about it? I'm just a monkey, not a banker, but here's what island wisdom teaches us. First, don't let all your bananas just sit in a jar forever. Some savings for emergencies, sure, that's smart. But bananas that just sit still lose value over time. Second, think about putting some of your bananas into things that tend to grow in value over time, like banana trees themselves, or a share in the coconut business, or land on the island. Assets that can grow tend to keep up with rising prices better than cash sitting in a jar. Third, keep learning, keep earning skills that are valuable, because a monkey who can gather more coconuts per hour has more room to adjust when prices rise. Your skills are yours. Inflation can't shrink those. And fourth, just stay aware. The moment you understand that money is a tool, not a fixed, permanent thing, you stop being surprised when prices creep up. You start planning for it instead of being blindsided by it. So let's go back to the beginning. Remember this banana. It's still the same banana. Nothing about it physically changed. But everything about what it represents did. Money is never really about the paper or the coin or the banana itself. It's about what that banana can get you. And the moment more bananas get created without more coconuts, more huts, more fishing nets to match, every single banana in your hand quietly gets a little weaker. So next time you feel like your paycheck just isn't stretching as far as it used to. Next time you wonder why saving cash under your mattress doesn't feel as safe as it sounds. Remember this island, remember this king, and remember this one simple truth. It's not that you're doing something wrong. It's that the bananas changed while you weren't looking. Stay sharp out there. And maybe, just maybe, don't keep all your bananas in one jar.